Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free from narcissistic abuse with quantum tools and understandings. And welcome back to the first show for 2019. And it was a little tough this morning after having so much beach and good food and friends and socializing and romance and all the beautiful things that holidays and thriving are about. And there are going to be extra trips to Pilates, I promise you. But anyway, I'm back and I'm really excited to be preparing and gearing up for another year of incredible healing and breakthrough. And myself and the MTE team so wish that you've had a wonderful holiday break. And whether you're back at work or not yet, I hope that you are feeling really hopeful for what this year may bring. Regardless of whether you're still in the throes of pain and abuse and dissatisfying relationships, no matter who that person is in your life, or if you've left that person behind and you're already thriving, I really want to inspire you with today's episode. And I'd like you to think that if you haven't yet broken through to better feelings and relationships and starting to reach your goals, that 2019 can provide that in spades for you. The times that we live in now are really getting very powerful and exciting when we know how to navigate them. And right now we have an opportunity to put our best foot first and finally say goodbye to all the junk and the stuff that we no longer want as our life. New Year's, as we know, are all about intentions and new beginnings. And this year, I really want to emphasize this because the more and more I learn about thriving, this is what I know, that our growth lies in letting go. That is so key. Letting go of the things that we're attached to that aren't serving us. And why is this essential? It's so important because we can't put a Ferrari where a rusty old wreck is in the garage. When we want an energy of change, we've got to have the space for it to enter and take hold. And our old habits and our ways of being, regrets, unhealed and unfinished business clog us up. They keep us mired in more of the same. To be an actualized human being, which means we can open to experiencing our greatest expansion and potential, which is our birthright, but to get there requires great courage. It necessitates honoring our inner being and its truth, rather than selling out for the mental constructs and the egoic desires that our personality likes to stubbornly cling to. And what it requires is purposefully doing what is distinctly uncomfortable in order to dissolve away our familiar old self, which is often stuck in old beliefs, patterns, relationships, and habits. So the thing that gives us the most growth is the thing that is the hardest and the scariest to do, always. And the most powerful thing we can do to achieve that, to face that, is to stop looking outwards and go inwards instead. Something incredibly powerful happens when we do this and when we say, I now commit to healing and changing the parts of myself stuck in old patterns so that I can go free to generate new and more pleasing realities. So it's about looking at what you need to let go of. So the next question that we can ask ourselves is, what do I need to let go of in order to change? And to get your 2019 powerfully started, my suggestion is to ask yourself about this. The truth of it. What is it we need to let go of? And we always know the answer, even though we may not want to, if we're honest with ourselves. We can try and justify that away and make excuses, but when we really confront it, we really know what it is. And if you were to sit with a journal and a pen and write down this question, what do I need to let go of in order to start living as my highest and my truest self? So that question again is, what do I need to let go of in order to start living as my highest and my truest self? Then be really honest with yourself and list what comes up for you. Is it clutter and loose ends that are weighing you down? And I truly can't suggest this enough as your starting point. So the hoarders out there, do you realize how much fresh energy you're going to allow into your life by releasing all of the old junk and stuff that you no longer have a purpose for? And you can sell it or give it away or donate it. Give it to somebody that can use it. Maybe what you need to let go of is the addictions that you're using to self-medicate with, rather than process and heal your emotions through to completion. Or it could be excessive time wasting to numb out, such as TV or social media, which is another way that we can self-medicate. Is there repeat patterns in your life that you're still living, hoping that somebody or something will change this time? That can be really big when we're stuck in that, and we've all done it. It's been big for me as well. Is what you need to let go of lingering and painful emotional baggage? Is it staying stuck with painful people and situations that are causing you damage? Is it pretending to be and do something that is not who you really are? So it's well worth taking your time with your list, because by bringing awareness in, you're shaking yourself out of the trance and you're starting to understand these fundamental truths. If nothing changes, nothing changes, and I must become the change that I want to live in order to experience it. So after realizing that we have to let go, the next step towards generating a new empowerment and healthy 2019 is understanding that when we let go, there's an emptiness, a distinct discomfort as the old self and life starts to dissolve away and the new self and life starts appearing. So we're going through a breakdown to produce a breakthrough. And we need to be prepared to be there and live through this time, because that is where our true alchemy is activated. That's our God creation self. It comes from the void of nothingness. That's where the power is. And it's during this time of letting go that we're granted incredible opportunities to stop distracting ourselves from the real inner work that sets the foundation of our entire life. It's here that we truly get to love and support ourselves and adopt inner healing routines that allow us to let go and start living free of our previous trauma, therefore healing ourselves back to wholeness. And be aware that your ego and personality is going to resist with all of its might. Your ego wants logical proof and can't believe in a new future that it hasn't experienced yet. Therefore, we need to bring our power into our beings, our bodies, our knowing, which is where our true creation power is activated. And this is confronting work. It means being with ourselves. It's uncomfortable and absolutely it's painful. I never said it was easy. Yet there's a breakthrough to it, because rather than running from the painful aspects of ourselves and our life that aren't serving us, that haunt and hunt us down, as well as sabotage our life, we finally get to meet them, hold them, and release them. And it's then that we hold the golden key to enter trajectories of life that we never had access to before this time. And we can continue to do it. We continue up-leveling our life. And it's this time of being in the void, in the breakdown, before the breakthrough appears. And there's a beautiful expression that it's often darkest before dawn. It's this time that people mistake as depression and even failure. And it's crazy how we believe that hanging on to the old ways in life is better than nothing. Yet it's when we clear the deck and we have the courage to be with ourselves unconditionally, without what society or our previous self may deem as acceptable, and instead just be true to our values and our inner being, Rather than clutch onto outer props, that's when the miracles start showing up in our life. And we also discover the peace, security, love, and true esteem that was only ever genuinely authentic from within. We thought we had to conquer life and others, yet we always needed to conquer ourselves, which meant releasing our dark, stuck places to bring in the light there. And this was only ever possible when we stopped self-avoiding, self-abandoning, and self-sabotaging, instead of checking out and meeting what was really going on inside of us. I want to talk about time, because we realize time is racing. It's speeding up. Every year is going faster and faster. And I've been talking about this for years. And there are reasons that are quantum as to why this is happening, but that's not the discussion for today. What this conversation is about is how to be the most actualized beings we can be in the most direct, powerful, and fastest ways so that we can make 2019 our breakthrough year. We literally don't have time to stay stuck anymore, because doing so only tears us apart, because the energetic frequency that we're living in now doesn't support this. So here is the complete simple answer. Decide with all of your heart what you want, and then let go of all that is in resistance to that. Then align with speaking and being what it is that you want as your authentic reality going forward, and support yourself with inner healing while the old order breaks down and the new order starts breaking through. And if you do this, you're going to change your life beyond description in ways and time frames that seem like magic. That's how powerful time and energy moves now when we become aligned. So I'm going to grant you a simple example, and you can apply this to any area of your life to break through into your most incredible year of thriving yet. And why can that be possible? It's because this formula snaps off old programs and implements new ones in their place. All right, so this begins by identifying the painful repeat pattern. So this is the stuff that hurts you in your life that keeps showing up. So an example could be, people don't value me and treat me with respect. And other more specific patterns may be, I have relationships that are controlling, my relationships are loveless, my relationships are abusive, really, really name it. And then step 2 is identify what it is that you want. So it's going to be the opposite of what hurts. And what would this look like? Really connect to your inner being, or maybe you want to Google people's research on these topics as to what healthy would be, and really list what you want and what you require to be valued and respected. So step number 3 is clean up the areas in your life that you're not valuing and respecting yourself. So absolutely, this is the stuff like, healthy self-care and, eating decent food and having balance in your life and, moving your body, exercising. And it's also about the healthy self-talk, being a supportive, loving partner to yourself. But it also includes stopping giving to get with other people, stopping not being able to say no. And also too, let go of believing that if you don't allow other people to treat you badly, that you won't be loved or you might be rejected. Get past all of those fears. So step number 4, this is where we really start being the change that we want to generate. This is about being honest and speaking your truth and your boundaries about what you require to move forward with certain people, and mean them. And have no attachment to the outcome, because you're honoring the creation of your entire life. You're setting it in motion. That's paramount. And it's about being willing to lose it all to get it all. because certain people will step up and meet you at that higher vibration, and other people just won't have the resources or the desire to. So we need to be willing to put it out there calmly, clearly, truthfully, to see what it will generate. So step 5, if this person doesn't get it, doesn't respect your feelings as valid, that's so important. If somebody can't actually honor and see or care about how you feel and what's important to you, then you need to really ask yourself, should they be in my life? Because care and respect for each other is vital when you're sharing feelings. Okay, so if they have no desire to work with you as a team, no, that doesn't matter, because finally you get it. You're the generative source of your own experience. So it's time to let this person in this situation go, no matter how much that hurts, and you're going to become the source of what you do want as your life. So number 6 is, going forward, you're determined to be a source of love and respect to yourself. You're honest about what you need from people. You're prepared to directly and honestly have difficult conversations. If people don't have the resources to match you at the level that you love and respect yourself and others, let go and keep generating and creating a life with those who do. And I promise you that when you get this stuff right, they absolutely do exist. Your life will fill with the people, friends, associates, colleagues, and intimate relationships that match who you're being. So we really are all in this together. I love our community, and I love sharing every part of my growth, awareness, and expansions with you, because I'm deeply committed to them personally. And I'm very excited to partner you deeply this year with my blogs, YouTube videos, social media channels, and of course the core healing system in this community, which is the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Program, known as NARP. So let's all join together to heal, break through, and flourish, and create the best life for ourselves, our loved ones, and our world possible. And I can't wait to start this up again with you again in 2019, this year, next week. We get everything cranking again. And I'd love you to share what your intentions and your goals are for 2019 and write about them below. And also, let's have a discussion honestly about what you know you need to let go of to achieve them. So you know what to do, Thrivers. Keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there's nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.